everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. Hope everyone had a great week. This is going to be a short video because I stitched on one project all week and I'm still not done. Need about 150 more stitches in it to be done. But yeah, so we'll see that momentarily. So I've tried to scrounge up different things to talk about as well. But yeah, I think it'll be a short one. All right, so yeah, this week, nothing too exciting, a little bit warmer out. I did go for a run this morning, more of a walk run, but I didn't die coughing, so that was good. I think probably today is probably the best I've felt since my little bout of the sickness there for mid-January. And again, I really thought that my little cold was just that, a little cold. But it really continued to be a little cold for about a month. Again, no like real outward symptoms during the day. The worst would be at night, like after I came upstairs, and then I wouldn't be able to breathe and have a coughing fit. So yeah, so I think overall I am on the right side of healing, so that is good. I went for a mammogram on Friday, so yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Everyone talks about the squishing and the pulling of the boobs, but it was fine. So that's good. I got an email that I could, or a text that I could view my results, but then the email address that they sent the code to verify, they had put in as .con instead of .com. So I guess I will wait to see if my doctor contacts me. Again, I'm not overly concerned. It was just precautionary because the province of Ontario allows for self-referrals for anyone over 40 for yearly, no, every 2 years. Every 2 years, I believe, mammogram. So this will be a baseline. So that's my PSA. Get your boobs checked. Yeah, so I think that's it as far as a quick life update. So that was Arlo coming in, had a little snack, and then left again. Let's look at some haul. So not a lot. But I did get the January fabric of the month. I went and picked that up last week at Evertote. It is beautiful. I saw some pictures of it online, and yeah, I did not know that there is going to be so many different colors in it. But I guess to get this color, you need a lot of different colors. Really, if you look at it, it's kind of two different halves, mine is anyway, how the coloring falls. So I'll just show you half. So there's that. That's a little bit lighter. This half. So Phantom is what's called. That one's a little bit darker, a little bit more purpley on that half. Yeah. So that side has more of the purple, right? Darker purple. And I would say this other side is a little bit lighter on the purple side, right? Just on the back. So initially I was thinking, I'm still thinking that, is that, I don't know if it would fit. I haven't looked at the dimensions or anything like that. But I really like that Trick or Treat Town by Flosstubers. So that might be a contender for this piece. It's very, very moody. It just felt heavier, but I think because of the sticker. And then I also just picked up some flosses, Haystack, Betty White, and then I got another blue spruce. Haystack and Betty White are for a couple of the Artsy Housewife patterns that I have kind of kitted and ready to go, that I did some floss conversions for. Yeah, I did floss conversions to Roxy Flosco. Oh, also before I forget, I was just watching Sheldon in Stitches, and he had mentioned how he's doing kind of a March Madness bracket, and that got me thinking I want to do a March Madness bracket as well, following along with the Steel City Stitchers that they usually do one every year, and that's how I started doing mine. But Sheldon Stitches is also doing one this year. So I want to, so I pulled out my planner because I had all my loose sheets from last year shoved in there, and I think I want to wait till Jessie Marie announces the WIPGO calls for March, and then I'll know exactly what I want to put on that bracket. Because all but 2 projects are still outstanding from last year, so I could easily just make the bracket basically the same, but might be a good way for me to get caught up on WIPGO because I'm behind. Yeah, and then the last thing for haul is on Friday. My appointment ended sooner than I was expecting, so I had some time to kill before I picked up my son. I knew they were supposed to have like a little party in their after school program, so I knew if I picked him up early he would not be happy. So I went to Goodwill to do some thrifting, inspired by Stephanie from Stitch the Globe. And so I got this cute little ceramic squirrel that is downstairs. Don't you touch that. I didn't bring him up. I'm actually kind of surprised my husband hasn't seen him yet. He's pretty cute, so I'm gonna point him out when I go down. But I also picked up this little piece that I thought I could use for finishing. Arlo. Don't bite that. So this little piece could use for finishing. Now it was $2.49, and the original price is still on the bottom, and it was $3. So no real savings there. And then I got this cute little sled. Yeah, so I thought those pieces were good to pick up. And then, okay, so in the vein of me trying to find things to talk about today, and look, I'm not doing too bad because we haven't even got to my 1 stitch project yet, and we're in 9 minutes, so I've been muttering a lot. And there's Arlo being a good boy for once. Okay, well, and we're gone. So in the vein of trying to find something to talk about, I thought I should get fully finishing my Canada Swaps piece. So here it is. So it is the hair etching that I finished earlier this year, my only finish. for this year. The person that, excuse me, the person that I got as my swap partner, her favorite color is teal or turquoise. So I substituted the flowers to be Bruce Spruce from Roxy Floss Co. from the Holiday Countdown. I also got another skein of the blue spruce. So I got one for myself, and then I got another one to send along as a little gift along with my small. This little wooden bunny is just from Dollarama, and it did have, well, it does have just like a line of pink on the bottom there. So I just covered that up with this like burlappy kind of ribbon. So I thought that made it look kind of rustic. And then obviously the piece is also covering that up. There was a little kind of twine bow behind it, so I just yanked that off. And then I found these like sprigs that I had downstairs that were kind of tealy. So I have everything just hot glued together. And hopefully it makes it in the mail okay. I need to find a sturdy box, and then I can get it sent out. So yeah, I was kind of keeping it a secret, but I thought you guys all might like to see what I did to finish it. All right, and then last but not least, I had pulled these out to show you, pulled this out to show you last week, and then I forgot. So I've been working on my socks, and I got a lot done recently. So that's how my sock is looking. I'm ready to start the toe. So this is the vanilla sock pattern by Crazy Sock Lady, and this is a DK weight. A DK weight yarn from Hoko. I don't think I have. It's my favorite brand of yarn. Yeah, Hoko Fibers. And it's, what did she name it? Funfetti. Yeah. So those are coming along quite well. Especially because you're going to see what I've been working on stitching wise. After about 7 o'clock, I call it quits on this. So, okay. So I'll just show you my tail end project, how it's coming along. So we added in, been working on these two little Quaker medallions here. So that's been fun. And the piece I've been working on all week is Quarantine Cats. I think I might have mentioned that last video. I was going to pull this out because I needed to do some travel stitches for Whip Warriors for $22.50. I'm almost there. As I said, I'm about 150 stitches away from that goal. So I was hoping to get it done, and then you wouldn't have to see this again next week, but nope. That was graceful. Oops. Come on. There we go. So that's how Quarantine Cats is looking. Yeah. So this is all like curtain. There's a ribbon holding, that's gonna hold a bird cage. Curtain. This is like part of like a window, right? The window casing. And then I moved down to focus on the moon specifically because there is another prompt for the scavenger hunt in Whip Warriors for a moon. So once I was working along and I got close enough that I could work down to that. I thought, why not? Because that will make things a little bit more exciting. So yeah, a ton of confetti. This very stiff 28 count even weave from Amazon is like shreds the 310. Doesn't really have the same effect on the other colors, but a lot of these darker sections is a big block of 310. And so I think just the continuous stitching, whereas everything else is more confetti, the floss gets a little bit of a break, but the 310, yeah, shreds every time. Now this line of darkness is 939. I did not have any problems with it shredding, so I think it's a combination of the fabric and I guess the process of dyeing 310. So yeah, that's quarantine cuts. And that's it. So yeah, I think my husband's working on getting dinner ready. And then after dinner, I guess I will set that back up on the table and hope to get 150 stitches in, and then that will be done. And then we'll move on to something else. I think in the next travel is like 4,000 stitches. So I don't know what I'm going to pick for that. So, all right. I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.